Okay, so Neon Annihilation versus EVO. Probably the best fight in a while. I mean, just from that starting hit to the finishing touches of the fight, it's just so much bot destruction. There was like some sort of plate, like a transparency plate on the top of EVO. That got popped out. It looked like the weapon belt for Neon Annihilation got broken.
They just popped up there, and I mean, that... I can't think of anything else that it could have been. It just must have been the weapon belt going pop.
Yeah, you know, the bots were flying a lot. The Spark Gods even blessed us in this video. And Neon Annihilation, like, almost doing, like, kind of the Fast and the Furious tricks where, like, they go up on, like, one wheel or whatever. And it was just a really cool fight to see. Really worth it to watch. You know, EVO won at the end.
Props to them for that.
Yeah, Neon Annihilation's not that easy to take down. And they put up a really good fight, you know, even though they got flung into the air several times.
I even think that might have been the first time Neon Annihilation has lost a match.
Yeah.
I don't know that for sure, but
They might have lost a couple, but...
I don't recall off the top of my head whether they were at the... obviously not this competition. They were there. I just watched a video of them, but the one before that,
yeah,
if they were there,
they may have taken a little bit of a hiatus before showing up at this competition, and then just getting kind of... Both bots were getting the crap beat out of them. You know, EVO got really damaged and dented, and same with Neon Annihilation. Not sure about the denting on Neon Annihilation's part, but definitely took a little bit of a beating, and I would have liked to see, you know, the pieces after it where they're like trying to fix their bots and stuff, because that would have been interesting just to see up close how much damage was actually done to these bots, because in the ring you saw like little pieces fly off and things like that, but if you look really closely at it, it looks pretty badly damaged.
And Neon Annihilation, it's a slinger bot. That, if you've been to a competition before, that's all you really need to know about it.
And even if you just watch the videos too, you probably know.
Insane amount of weapons. The sort of like flips on a one wheel that they were doing just tells you right there how absurd their weaponry is. It's basically their weapon, when it's going that fast and weighs that much, it's acting as a gyroscope. And so it will sort of hop with everything. All of Slinger's bots that I've seen, for the most part, the ones with like the beater bars like that, they've all done that because they just put as much power into the weapon as possible. And at the first competition that Neon was actually at, during the functional testing, what they have you do to make sure that your robot isn't going to like lose connection to your controller and then take over the world or something like that. They have you, if your bot has a weapon, they have you turn that on. Then they have you put your robot into a spin, and then they shut off your controller, and your bot has 30 seconds to stop moving. It didn't work for Neon Annihilation. I mean, they wound up completing a functional. The only problem is, when they went into that spin, the robot flipped itself over. And it actually used that as a mechanism for righting itself on multiple occasions during its competitions, where if it goes into a tight enough turn, it just flips itself over. That's how nuts it is.
And it's a cool design. Like, I really like Neon Annihilation's design. EVO's design, you know, as basic as it is, it was kind of cool to kind of see it get shredded apart. And it was an overall good fight. I think it's one of the best ones of the competition. Not the best of the competition, but it's one of the better ones of the competition. And
definitely one of the better ones thus far.
Yeah. So I really liked it. You really liked it.
Yeah.
And it seemed like the audience really liked it too. Just watching the video back and hearing everyone, you know, kind of, you know, cheering for it. And I like the one guy that was like, they didn't tap out yet. Keep going, keep going. I really liked that, and it was one of the more exciting fights this time around, where we kind of had some of these tap out battles, and it's like, okay, well, when are we gonna get a fight that that we're used to and really really enjoy? And this is one of them.
Slinger always delivers with that.
Yeah.
They've always got the nuts, insane weapons on their bots, and then they, oddly enough, they tend to not be as well at driving after that, and that definitely showed after their weapon went down. They just weren't really able to use. There was a ramp at the back of the bot. Granted, it was probably about 3/4 of an inch off the ground, but they still could have used those front claws to push EVO around, and they weren't really able to use that. It would have been interesting to see what would have happened if Neon's weapon had gone out.
Yeah, I think that was kind of their downfall. As soon as that belt broke, they were kind of done for. So, besides that, perfectly amazing. So we'll see you in the next one.